Doctor, I don't know.
I hear you.
I'll be sounding biased, but there is a clan in Luo Nyanza that is not predominantly known to be producing great people. I don't know why. Uh, the Kano clan. Uh, can you tell us something about Kano clan?
Kano.
Am I biased?
Hey, you are very biased. Hey, hey. Don't joke with Kano. Kano, you are biased.
Okay.
When you hear the Bible, the story of, is it Samson and Delilah?
Yes.
The man
Yes.
who the woman made fall.
Yes.
In Kano, we had Luanda Magere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luanda Magere, there's a war. This is a war between the Kipsigis, Nandis, and the Luos. So in these wars, the Luos used to win.
Yes.
So the Nandis said, now let us see how we can do, how we can get trap this man. So the Nandis took one of their beautiful lady, we call them yellow, light skin. So she was called Chemele. That's where the name Chemele comes from.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was given to Luanda Magere. You understand? This is Kano. So he's given the lady. So he took her. Strong man, isn't it? He won the war. They've given me a lady as a gift. As present, whatever it is. Now, over time, now the lady was sent to find out the secret of strength of Luanda Magere. Luanda is a stone. Magere is a fierce man. As Chemeli was staying with Luanda, one time the main wife of Luanda had gone to fetch water in the river. So Chemeli, the Nandi lady, was the one in the house with Luanda Magere. So Luanda Magere had a headache. So he had a headache. He told the wife, please do a scratch on my head, then I'll recover. This is a story, all right? So when she tried her head, she said, but your head is a stone. He told her, no, do it on in the shadow. So she did on the shadow. So when she did on the shadow, blood came from head of Luanda Magere. Then she knew the strength of this man is the shadow. Immediately she packed and went back to her people. In the evening, when the wife of Luanda Magere comes from the river, fetching water, she asked him, where's the Nyalango? He said, she's gone home. Why? She'll come back. And then he asked me, what happened? You had a headache? Oh, I had a headache, but she scratched the shadow and blood came and I've recovered. Oh, the wife told him, you're finished. You're finished. You're finished. So the lady went. Next, after 3-4 days, the Kalenjin Nandi, we call them Lango Nandi, started trying to come for war with Yukano. And that day they were prepared. They came in numbers. And it's a great day. It's alleged that Luanda Magere killed a lot of Nandis, Kipsigis, and eventually later he was tired. So one of them who knew that what you have to spear is the shadow, came and speared the shadow, and there he fell. He died, and the place has turned into a stone. Actually, I went and took a picture of the stone. This is in my book here. So that they turned into a stone. So that's the story of Luanda Magere. I'm telling you, Kano, great people. Apart from that one, Kano has got also one Melchior Ondeto. Melchior Ondeto, a Christian, Catholic, who the first days differed with Catholic teaching, and he formed this church, Legio Maria. The differences with the church were many, including one of his followers called Gaudensia Oko. The Catholic Church did not allow women to give communion that time in the 60s. So he started a church where they could give communion. And by the way, you must know that Christianity in Africa, even in Lowland, they were praying using Latin, Italiano. Up to 60, Africans were praying using Italiano, but they didn't understand the language. But those are the two great men of Kano. And Kano, of course, when they were settling, there was the main man, six wives, and the 6 wives and their children came along. Of course, the clusters in that group, the Kano clans, after 6 wives. And the clans are mainly from Joka-Kola, Joka-Magaga, they know themselves, Joka-Dibo, the Dimira, the Wangaya. Wangaya is where the governor of Homa Bay comes from. She's called Nyarwangaya. You understand? Yeah, and then her also where she comes from, the one I mentioned, Gaudensia, also from Nyawangaya. They know themselves. Then Jolua, Yokabar, Jutura,
They come from Watombori.
Watombori. Hey, Watombori is where Nani came from, where Melchior Ndeto came from Watombori. Now, is in Kano, before going to all the clans, you see there's a mix in Kano, the Luo and the Bantus. Like the Sidokisi, that's where Nani came from, where Lord Margaret is associated with. Then there was a great chief in Kano called Kitoto. He came as a worker, then moved on to become a chief, and that means among Kano there are very many Bantu and the Luo. And of course, Kano, Kobura, Kadiju, there are many, Kolala, I don't have to read all of them, they're in the book. Then among in Kano, there are some who go to Bantu origin and they know themselves. People like Asul, the Sido, Kamienye, Miaro, Kasagam, Omwa, Wangaya, mentioned Wangaya, Kamweri, they also know themselves. These clans, wherever you go, as children go, they're told, this is your group, this is where you are, you can marry so and so, you cannot marry so and so. So they all know one another. The best of this book of Luo clans and legends that make young people know their clans so that they cannot intermarry. And then the young old men pass on this information to them. Knowledge is passed from generation to another. In our case now, we are passing it through the video, through the book, where somebody can read and refer. But the old days, they were all just oral stories. So the role we have played here is making sure we are passing this knowledge to the next generation. So Kano are the great people of their time. And they are mainly settled from Kisumu, Ahero, in the settlement scheme, Kanyagwal down, Kabonyo, and also mainly Moroni area is Kano. Yeah, up to where Awasi. Yeah, start Awasi, come to on your way to Kisumu, it's Kano.